Former Chief of Defense Staff General Lucky Rabo is optimistic that African nations can develop solutions to critical challenges on insecurity. In an exclusive interview as well with Arise News at the African Chiefs of Defense Staff Summit in Abuja, General Rabo says that alongside innovations in research and development, African countries must build the needed synergy to tackle the developing trends of insecurity.
There's the hunger in that respect. Why? The impact of the insecurities, the terrorism especially, on the African continent is so huge. And so from that point of view, everyone now knows that we're all losers. And so to be able to, take away such, a challenge, there's a meeting of minds of some sort, that, look, we have to, tackle the challenge from, a collective standpoint. And so this meeting being the maiden one, it's a right step in the right direction, which I believe that will advance the cause of, collective peace and security in the continent. Well, of course, you also, take note of the fact that amongst the three pillars that, I advocated, extra-continental collaboration is also key. We live in a global world, and so whereas the problem is an African problem, it's a global problem in the African continent, and it is the responsibility of the African leaders to be able to undertake that. But of course, they must also keep in mind that there are interactions across the continent that are necessary. So the necessary, pointers or the necessary, actions that need to be taken have been pointed out. And I believe that as we keep on discussing, at the end of the day, there will be a very concrete, steps that African leaders will certainly take in that regard.
Well, and finally, before I let you go, well, we say sub-Saharan Africa right now is the epicenter of terrorism.
Correct.
And we take a look at what Nigeria is doing. We're doing so much. We're doing so well as regards putting our borders together.
Yeah.
But what exactly must Africans do right now to ensure that we are no longer the epicenter of terrorism?
Well, first and foremost, governance is very key. I mean, every problem that you find, social, political, economic, centers around governance. The level of governance, whether under governance, poor governance, or good governance. The aggregate of them all, it give rise to whether there is peace, there is stability, there is security, among several others. So for me, as much as the military line of operation is important, it shouldn't be absolute. It shouldn't be, exclusive. It should be, as a foretaste to the greater issues of governance, which I believe that, we must begin to look at. Counterterrorism is not entirely a military responsibility. The military and other security agencies are only there to provide the ambience for the more critical agencies of government to be able to take root. So I believe that focusing on good governance, enhancing good governance is very key and pivotal to addressing all the problems that we have.